Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense has the ball first today. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Looking to pass, it's Dalton. There's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So Texas's offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. And going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Forced out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Back to pass on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They go to the ground. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll run the sneak for it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They boot it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Haynes. Crosses to 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They run the reverse. Fights off the defender. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Otis. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to him again. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Longhorns will line it up on first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll keep it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Lets it go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Finds a little space. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's ball. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Finds a spot in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Scrambling away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Grabbed in the middle, it's Otis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He'll call for the fair catch here. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Dalton. Stands in and takes the hit. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's second and long. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long. Trying to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They get to him as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Otis. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The give. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Showing off the arms.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move this.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Otis. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now trying to power it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. He'll set up to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
to throw. It's Dalton. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Dalton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Spins away from the defense. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Otis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Otis. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Longhorns are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Might be changing the route. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Try to get it to the edge. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Grab near the marker. It's ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Scanning the field, it's Dalton. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers want to move quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll immediately call timeout after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Toss sweep right. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Just ran him over. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution, it's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw him to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finding open areas. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a big gain. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Got his man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The give to the left. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Texas offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Otis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Otis. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets red zone, they'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Utah State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Quick release by the QB. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. He'll do it himself. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your... Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the returner goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our side.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Auburn sends out the punting unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, the running back has it. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wide receiver comes in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And here they come almost all the way back.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So here comes the Auburn offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Auburn going to work with another first down. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Dalton. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Otis. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Dalton. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Haynes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. QB draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Dalton. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And back to the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. Now, that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.